Hello my friends, long time no see. It is time to hit up some 2022 financial goals. Are you excited? I am excited. Every single year, my husband and I sit down and put together a list of maybe large purchases that we need to save up for over the year, long-term sinking funds, or bigger financial goals. In the past, these would be things like, I want to bump our 401k contribution by 2% this year. Or maybe we wanted to purchase a car, so we were gonna save X number of dollars a month for that goal. So it's the beginning of the year, it's the time to sit down and do the planning. I'm gonna share it with you right now. Let's jump on over into the spreadsheet, because let me tell you what, spreadsheets are my love language. And if spreadsheets are your love language, go ahead and hook me up with a thumbs up. When it comes to financial goals, there are a few sinking funds that I put together every year, so when large purchases or expenditures come up, you're not like, what happened? Even though Christmas does come every year in December. So the things that we like to save for sinking funds, this is like a normal line item in our budget that goes towards the side, is our escrow account for our house. Now, we don't put our property taxes or homeowners insurance bundled into the mortgage payment. They are separate, which means I'm in charge of those. My property taxes have been going up. Have yours been going up? Yeehaw, that's exciting. I have decided to bump our escrow contributions to $350 a month. That is one of our sinking funds, and that's gonna cover both homeowners insurance and property taxes. I am starting the year with a couple of dollars left over from 2021, so I just put that into the beginning balance, and then every month that amount will just increase over time. The sinking funds do stay in my checking account, but I keep track of how much I've spent and what is in there on a separate spreadsheet, separate from my regular budget. Two other sinking funds that we do is, one is for insurance, and this is gonna be car insurance because we pay that every 6 months. This is gonna be life insurance because we pay that once a year. Right now, I have quite a bit in the balance. There's like $1,200 in the balance to start off the year. So I'm only doing $150 a month. And when it comes to car insurance, that might feel really, really low to you because we have 3 drivers and we have 3 cars, but we live in a small, non-populated area, which means we don't pay that much for car insurance. When I lived in a much bigger city, it was a lot more. So where you live definitely has something to do with how much you pay in your car insurance. My favorite sinking fund that we have ever put together is a travel sinking fund. In the last year, in 2021, my family went to Moab for a week. We went to Mexico for a week for a family reunion. Just in the last 6 weeks, we went to Florida for Thanksgiving. We went to Arizona for Christmas. None of these were super extravagant. You know, we're going hiking, we're going mountain biking with the things we already own. We road tripped to most of them. But creating memories and exploring a lot of the United States that we've never been able to explore before is really, really fun to do with my family. So we decided to set aside a couple $100 a month into our travel fund. So if I see some really cheap plane tickets, I can be like, boom, we're doing it, because I have the money in the travel account. So that's one that's staying there as well. Okay, let's discuss the big kahuna. 2022 is the year we are paying off the house. I did a little something over the holidays. I've had a fully funded emergency fund for a really, really long time, for like over 10 years. And I've always kind of slowly added to it. And as it sits there doing nothing, earning nothing, because it's just in a savings account, and watching inflation go higher, it just feels really dumb to have it all sit there. Now, obviously we need some of it, but I did move a big chunk of our emergency fund and put it on the house. So as of today, at the beginning of January of 2022, we owe on our house that we live in, we owe $28,000 left on our house. So we are going to rock and roll the house payoff goal as hard and as fast as possible in 2022, with the goal that we will be done by summer. The house will be paid off, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a party. This is something we have been working towards since we bought the house 8 years ago. It has taken us 8 years of consistent sacrifice in going out to eat and concert tickets and clothes and things like that, and consistent extra payments over 8 years to be able to do this. Also, remember, we bought our house many 20 years ago, before the housing market went completely insane. So if you're thinking like today's prices, that's not true. So first of all, I originally moved to a low cost of living area where houses were not very expensive. Recently, the housing prices are completely bananas. I can't even understand why they are so high where I live. I couldn't buy this house today if I was trying to buy the house today, but fortunately I bought it 8 years ago, so it's been okay. But that's the big one. That's the number one that we are pretty excited about. One other financial goal for the year, on top of the sinking funds and paying off the house, are we going to actually do the back patio? I wanted to do this 2 years ago, then lumber prices went insane. So we just kind of been waiting. Here's the vision. I'll give you the vision and then you can tell me what you think it's gonna cost, because I don't even know what it's gonna cost. Number one, we knock out a hole in the back of our house and put in French doors instead of just a single door. Number two, bash up all the current patio and pour a new stamped concrete sunken patio. The stamp I picked looks like wood. Number three, build a pergola over the top. And number four, get a hot tub. That does include like taking out a tree, rerouting sprinklers. So what do you think that would cost? Is it $15,000? Is it $20,000? Do I have to save all year and then do it next year? What's good about this one is I can break it up into stages. Like I can do the French doors and stop. And then I can do like the patio and stop. And I can build the roof part like next year or something. I don't have to do that right now. Okay, those are our 2022 financial goals. Good luck to us. I would love to hear what your financial goals are down in the comments, and I wish you like a good luck on your financial goals as well. I did want to give a slight disclaimer at the end of this video. Usually when I share things like I'm paying off my house or I want to do this deck or things like that, people assume that I am not investing into retirement or planning for my future or saving for my kids' college, and that is completely not true. Of course, over the year, like my husband has a 401k at work. We always max out the 401k. We do our personal IRAs that we can also do. We put some money into our kids' college funds for the future. And then I also get the question, what if they don't want to go to college? There's ways around that as well. Like I can get the money out and have them go to trade school or learn a skill or whatever it is. I can transfer it from one kid's name to another kid's name. It's not that big of a deal. So don't think I'm paying off my house in lieu of investing, because that is not the case. I do invest, but we are also paying off the house. If you had to pick one or the other, I would invest first before trying to put extra on your house. So if you're trying to decide like which one to do, I would do the investments first. And then once all of your like financial bucket responsibilities are taken care of, then you can take the excess and then go over to your house. Honestly, like saving for big purchases and things like that, they don't sound very fun. It's not like I'm showing you a Mercedes G-Wagon and like, check out my sweet new ride. That would be probably a more fun video, but this is real life. This is just, this is just me living my life. Maybe when the house is paid off, I'll like buy a new couch or something. I don't know. What do you think I should do when the house is paid off? Have a mortgage burning party in the backyard? I've heard of those. Okay, thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.